Hello, hello. Welcome everyone. Um Actually big shout out to Mike here who's already in the stream. Twitch chat. I guess a quick background. Um I just tweeted out right now. Let me bring it up. I just tweeted this out. I'm probably in the minority, but that's okay. Uh I know there is a at least some subset of the legacy community that is um you know confident, I guess is the right word, that we're headed towards a eventual ban, if not immediate, because there's a couple of issues, I guess, logistically with MTGO at the moment, namely the missing of like 10 relevant cards, which is kind of crazy, but the missing of like 10 relevant cards that have not been implemented on MTGO yet. So the paper metagame and the online metagame is not in sync, unfortunately, at the moment. And it's not like it's missing some obscure cards. These are talking about like Moloch, you're talking about like St. Catherine, um, Chaos Defiler for Painter, just a bunch of like really relevant cards that just are not implemented, have not been implemented. And I understand there's a backlog, so I don't want to like, don't throw your anger at the designers or whatever. I don't really think it's their fault, but that the reality is there is a misalignment between the two formats right now, paper and online. Um, but that said, there is probably growing sentiment from some players who don't like, even let's just say, even if the top two most popular decks take and their Delver and Initiative get taken down a peg because let's just say other decks figured them out or whatnot, right? Like the gameplay is a little bit concerning too, and that's what eventually led to the Ragavan banning, namely the very snowbally effect of the initiative mechanic. And also, some people are just tired of Delver. That's the other thing, right? I, for one, don't really mind that aspect at the moment too much. I think the gameplay is, for the record, I do agree the gameplay is kind of suspect against initiative, but I think ignoring that for a second, I've been loving the brewing. So I think we're gonna do some more of that tonight. And namely, we have gone pretty far already with where we are with the legacy deck. Um, in the last few weeks alone, right? Like when you start to be challenged, so to speak, right? And I definitely have been challenged. Um, I got my butt kicked, namely last Friday, I want to say, by John Ryan Hamilton out of initiative. Could have been played better. I don't want to make excuses. The final score was just 1-4 in his favor. So one of the recent, I don't have the cojones to play main deck progenitors. um, okay, I'm glad you brought that up because I forgot about that for a second because some people realize this. So for me, I make changes by the day almost, right? Like especially when Artisan was first a thing in Elves, or I guess when I first started playing Artisan, there was changes. Pretty much stock was like stock for a day, right? Like obviously it slowed down a lot after we refined the initial Artisan list, right? Like the initial Artisan list even had like Glimpse, and then we cut the Glimpse, and then it still had like Heritage and Birch, but we finally cut those because just Mana Dorks play a lot nicer with Artisan. There's less dependencies, but you still get the bonus if that makes sense. And we're a lot more refined now, but like the big thing I think initiative forces us to do, and we probably should have been doing this whole time to be honest, is start playing main deck snuff out. That card is just incredible, and I think it's a thing I'm gonna do regardless of what happens to initiative, right, or Delver. Uh, I think zero mana removal that trades one for one is just obscene, and I think not just me, but the entire legacy community, outside of I guess you could give credit to the Death Shadow and the Ninjas players, right? Granted, not all of them are even playing, 4 copies like we are, but that's a whole different story. I know Mike is playing 4 Snuff Outs in his 75, and outside of I guess the Death Shadow and outside of I guess the Ninjas community, the entire Legacy community has been asleep on this card that I think is one of the breakout cards uh, enabled by initiative, if that makes sense. Like I think there's a lot of staying power regardless of what happens to initiative. I just don't I think people don't realize how broken this card is. And it's kind of crazy, right? It's been around for like 20 years, but I guess people don't realize, yeah, this card is kind of broken. Um, the other thing is, let me think. What was I gonna say? Oh, Progenitus, yeah. I came. Snuff Out is just an obscene card in my opinion, and I actually think it is the best legacy removal spell right now. That is my personal opinion. Better than Swords to Plowshares, and definitely better than Lightning Bolt. Um, and I say that because one of my friends, who is an elf player but played Delver for the most recent showcase, Ethan Cummins, he took our idea of 4 main deck Snuff Outs, and I say ours because, as far as I know, in Legacy community, we are the first ones, and I'm gonna pull it up here, to play 4 main deck Snuff Outs, and we're definitely not the first one to play 4 main deck Snuff Out. Period. But we're the first ones to do it in Legacy. Pauper has done it. I think this is the list. Is this the list? No, this is the wrong list. Maybe it's this one. Right, I even have the whole scam and everything in the sideboard. Right, this is like over a month ago that I 5-0'd with. Yeah, the reanimate scam, obviously, the grief to like, the nonsense going on here. But as far as I know, we were the first ones to do 4 in Legacy. And I think that is going to be a thing going forward if the Legacy community has woken up, so to speak. But that said, I was thinking about how, and I guess I'll give credit where credit is due. Brian Cook top 8 the Showcase Challenge with the Epic Storm, and I was having a conversation with Jax, and Jax mentioned that Brian had told him that one of the reasons why the Epic Storm, I think, has been doing well, in particular Brian, is there's no hate, right? And before I was of the mindset, let's just go ahead and dodge the Rite of Flame players of the world, right? Like, I just didn't think it made sense for us, at least, to try to address that matchup because, unfortunately, the cards that tend to be at least above average against them tend to be bad against everything else that we care about, right? Or for instance, Mindbreak Trap is a card that does not map very well. Another card that is like okay against what is it called? Against Rite of Flame, for instance, is Force of Vigor tends to be okay in some of these matchups, like especially against Bryant or Tony Scapone, right? The problem with Force of Vigor is you don't really need help against 8 cast. Lands is, arguably unplayable at the moment. Or at least has to, figure out its identity, right? Like, I got into an exchange with Ali, very good Lands player on Twitter just yesterday. And he was thinking about, making a quick Merit Lage and forcing it through with Sylvan Safekeeper. My thinking is that is not, in my opinion, how you beat initiative if you're Lands. Because you're becoming essentially a 3-card combo because of the first 2 pieces, plus the fact that your opponent has 4 Touch the Spirit Realm, 4 STP, and 4 Solitude. Like, that just seems like a nightmare. And I personally would build the deck very differently. I would probably build it towards, Mana Bond for, what's it called? For Saga, for Field of the Dead. I make it a Field of the Dead deck, essentially, right? And maybe that means 8 mulch is how you do it. I don't know. I haven't, tinkered enough with that, but, essentially comboing out that way instead of trying to, play... Because you want to strand there's 12 spot removal, right? Is how I would do it. But, I don't think Lands players will probably enjoy that kind of play pattern because It's like very different than the traditional build in terms of how things play out. I suspect what's gonna happen is it's gonna be a similar sentiment where you have like longtime Lance players, just like longtime, traditional combo Elves players who just do not want to play that kind of play pattern. Just like there are Elf players who do not want to play with Elvish Reclaimer slash Fiend Artisan. But that's just a different story altogether. Uh, but in addressing the Storm matchup, I was looking at the 75, right? And this is like kind of what I settled at. The Vendetta is, shout out to Jax. This is just an incredible card that he suggested to me, and a straight up upgrade over Deathmark. He watched the stream where I got thrashed by John Ryan Hamilton, and he was the one that said, like, why am I playing Deathmark? The card is trash. You should be playing Vendetta. And it turns out, I mean, no surprise, Jax was right. Like, this card is a straight upgrade over Vendetta and is better than Dismembered. Sorry, over Deathmark. Oh, card here. Card Deathmark. And it's also a straight upgrade over Dismember, right? Because Dismember can't handle Murktide Regent. Like, you can actually bring in Vendetta against somebody joked I should start playing Death Shadow in this list with all the life loss. But actually, on average, the Vendetta life loss is probably like 2, right? It's manageable. Um, so that was a shout out to Jax, right? The tech. The other thing is shout out to Mike as well, who's in the Twitch chat presumably. He told me to just go ahead and cut Opposition Agent. Obviously, he is a little bit biased because he is a Doomsday player, but he is right. 3 mana and turn 3 or 4 Artisan for it just does not feel like it's fast enough in Legacy. I'm not saying the door is shut on Agent forever, but it just feels a little bit slow right now. Like, it's unlike Engineer, where you actually can probably bridge to it in most of the relevant matchups because the creature matchups are slower. Um, it just feels like you just hope to get to Collector Oof, right, so to speak. And I kind of want to play as a result, the first Mindbreak Trap, right? We're gonna, or at least 2 maybe. I think Force of Vigor has relevant text too against Storm or TES, right? The problem is now I'm at 19, right? Like, how do I make this work? I don't actually think I need 3 ley lines. Although I love torch, and don't get me wrong, I love to torture Reanimator players. But we're gonna cut them some slack, right? Like, I want to ask the Reanimator community, how can I make your life better? I'm gonna cut a ley line. All right, so there's that. What else can we cut here, right? Like, I'm looking at the Delver matchup and how we map. This card has been awful. Like, if you don't have a Reclaimer to cycle to filter this, it's just a huge liability. And I've just like did not like keeping this in against Delver. The other card I don't really like keeping in, but it's more reasonable, is Plague Engineer. Now, if, and this is a big if, right? We cut a Vendetta, which I don't love, or we cut a Dork, which I also don't love that. Let's just say we cut a. Do we cut removal, or do we cut a Dork? The problem I see right now is our control matchup is already like really shaky, right? We have like 5 cards we want to board out at least. And that's like 4 snuff outs, 1 oof. We can bring in, the remaining, graveyard, the green graveyard here, right? Like 3 endurance, 1 blessing, and we still have to keep in agent or engine. Not ideal. So I think that prices us, if we want to make room for some of this storm hate, we gotta go down in 1 vendetta. That means we're short a card against initiative, but maybe we bring in the first Force of Vigor. I don't know if trap is reason. Like, it scares me to go even lower on graveyard hate, right? Like, maybe a reasonable thing is like maybe like that, so we have like extra cards that are like kind of flexible. I can like see that maybe. It's a little bit arbitrary, like what we're doing, to be honest. Like, I'm just like picking random spots almost. Yeah. So maybe this is like reasonable, right? Like the force. This is like a more old school traditional elf kind of like sideboard. Force seizes and then the removal. Although we have the removal main already. if Mike is in the chat, I'd love for him to weigh in on this. But like, we do have more low to the ground hate. We have two or three depending on the deck. Turn zero hate. Maybe that actually. Why did we need to cut agent? So there's that. Just love to torture reanimator players. All good, Mike. Just love to torture reanimator players. The question is, if you were to have two of one of these cards, which would it be? Because I think I agree with you, Mike. Agent is just too slow at the moment. There is also this a little bit of concern. We don't have any disenchant effects, but I figure if that's a problem, we'll adjust in the future. Right? That I don't care. We don't have any Boseiju right now. Maybe the second ley line is just the highest impact, right? Just so let's try this, I guess. Unless they're, yeah, it's just like too good sometimes. Like, don't get me wrong, these are good. This is just too good at what it does. All right. With that said, Mike's blessing. I defer to Mike because he is our resident Storm player, and I said I had a heart to heart with myself, so to speak. Right? It's like, can we ever truly be dominant if we don't? It cannot beat Rite of Flame, and I think we don't have to beat it, but I think it has to be closer. And like anybody who's watched my streams, we get punked by Rite of Flame all the time. So now trying to at least get the matchup somewhere close, right? Like, it doesn't have to be 50-50. I don't think it can be, quite frankly, with like the limited sideboard slots. But, of course, we're starting out the stream with all our natural order targets in hand. I do think it needs to be at least 30-70, and I don't think it is or was before. It was probably closer, at least against Tony. It almost felt like 10-90, right? We keep this. Let's try it. Whatever. There's a chance maybe we're supposed to go to 5. Don't know though. Looks like it's initiative. Maybe they chalice us here. Yeah, that's fine. Kind of worked out. We didn't have it a 1-drop anyways. It's funny too because if I mold, the reason was because we didn't have a 1-drop. But somewhat, rewarded in a way. Somewhat rewarded. Okay, it should be White Plume here. Oh, that was a mistake. Alright, they're gonna hit our fetch, unfortunately. We screwed up. I clicked through that too quickly. Hopefully they just named something else, but we definitely screwed that up. Alright, they didn't punish us. Is Prague mostly for initiative? Okay, I guess I did not answer that question. My apologies, Joffin. So the logic was, if I'm playing Bog and Endurance against if I'm main decking those two cards because of Delver, even though they're subpar against initiative, I feel like we should play main deck Prague for initiative, even though it's pretty subpar against Delver. Right? I think it's a similar logic. So that's a good question, Joff. All right. I think now we. Actually, I should not have fetched. Did not need to do that yet. Actually, what am I doing? I'm supposed to be playing the artisan there, but that's a mistake. Very bad opening start. Like, I'm supposed to play the artisan to be mana efficient, and I just screwed that up. Luckily, our opponent is not super punishing us, I guess. We probably lost anyways. I can't kind of a sketch hand, to be honest. Sure. So Snowfout is pretty much off now, right? Like they have the taxers on the other side of the table. We didn't really get punished too for our misplay because if we had drawn a one drop, we could have been playing Phenars in the number two plus the Shepherd this turn, but you know instead they killed the Shepherds instead. Ironically enough, the taxers, which are not normally not good against elves, kind of good against our current hand. I think we're probably dead, but we shall see, right? Ooh. Right, this is gonna get countered by the chalice. I think we just have to do that. Argument to be made. Well, they were on the place. I think they went turn one chalice that we lost to. All right. This is like the old school, and I say old school is only a few weeks old. List, right? In terms of the threat base that they're playing, like Peacekeeper has largely fallen out of favor already. So has Thalia. I do think we are dead though. I don't think we can beat that kind of hand under most circumstances. When they curve out and we cannot, right? All right, we'll concede, I guess. Well, trap is next, yeah, so we're dead. All right, not much to be happy. Well, I don't think we could have really done anything, right? Like the only way we beat that is like we open with a Shepherd against that hand. So we're gonna bring in the one Force of Vigor that we. I guess we'll see how much of a liability is it. The other thing I've come around to is like I thought maybe I had to cut Phenars. Like why am I cutting the second best card in the deck, right? Or creature in the deck. So this is the new mapping now. Maybe it's a mistake to play the Force of Vigor, but again, I think in order for us to, one of my goals is to eventually get a card banned from our deck, and I think in order to do that, we at some point will probably need to solve the Storm matchup. Like we can be graveyard. Like I don't mind playing against Reanimate all day long, but the Storm matchups are a problem. Excuse me. Got a little bit of a cough. I would gladly play Reanimator 9 times out, 9 times 8 in a tournament. Especially if we're on Leyline, right? Without Leyline, it becomes a little bit dicey, especially if they know you're not on Leyline. But definitely dicier. I think we just ramp, right? The play patterns are pretty straightforward. What's the closest card to getting banned in your opinion? Um, in my opinion, it's probably Excuse 1 second. Sorry. You know, I'm assuming all of Legacy, right? Is what you're referring to. In our deck, it would probably be Reclaimer. At large, and I don't think it's close to being banned, like because people don't realize how good this card is. Like blue players, like complain about Shepherd when they really lose this card, and so it's gonna be a while before they realize that. I think they are not aware of what's going on with that. Sure. In Legacy, I think there's two cards that come to mind. I think White Plume Adventurer because people hate the play patterns. I think the other one is to hit something from Delver because people hate playing against Delver, and that'd probably be expressive iteration because they like to hit new cards. Also, expressive iteration makes it hard to justify not playing red in your blue control decks, right? And I know legacy players want to at least feel like they have the the diversity capable, right? If that makes sense. Yeah, so I think those are probably the two cards that are closest to being banned. Iteration and what did I say? Oh, White Plume. Yeah. In our deck, I think it would be if ever there were a ban, it'd probably be Reclaimer, and I don't think it's close. And not because it's not on the right power level. I think it is. The problem is I don't think people realize how broken it is. So they're gonna continue to complain about the wrong cards, in my opinion. Something is going on here. Something is amiss. Maybe they have two removal spells. I would say me personally, I enjoy the deck building aspect of it. I do get why people hate the gameplay. Like it is very snowbally. Like I don't even enjoy it for what it's worth. But the only reprieve is at least I'm enjoying deck building. So there's that, right? The Stream Decker is not accurate. I ignored the sideboard because the main deck should be correct. I ignored the sideboard because I built it in real time. There is a chance if elves were ever strong, they take rid of this card because it's a little bit miserable. But I do think Reclaimer is the better creature, right? Like I think everybody will agree. It's one drop compared to two. Yeah, so the Stream Deck I think it has a blank sideboard. Yes, and the reason because I built it in real time. I didn't know what it was gonna look like. And if you watch the replay, you'll see there's like discussions on why that's the case. I don't want to like harp on it too much. Long story short is I wanted to respect Storm a little bit at least, and that's like the one trap, the another vigor, right? There's like a couple of ways to do it. I added the C's, like essentially upgrades across against combo. Yes, I think the so if they were to ban, I think it would a big reason would be the play pattern is miserable. I don't think anybody will dispute that. I guess is probably the right word, right? Like I'm personally think it's too early for bans, but if you banned it, like I wouldn't mind. I don't even care to be honest. Like people, it's a casual format at the day, at end of the day. People can have whatever they want, banned or unbanned, in my opinion. Uh, I don't think I want to go to six, so I'll just keep. Like that, probably. When did we switch back from Grief to Thoughtseize? I was off Grief for a while already. I don't remember exactly how many days. Yeah, that's probably fair, Joff, in a way. Like the gameplay right now is like kind of toxic. I mean, I'm not gonna beat around the bush on that. I guess the problem with Grief is we're a critical mass deck, and one of the reasons to play this deck is Fiend Artisan, and I don't want to have to pitch Fiend Artisan away. Yes, we're talking about toxic gameplay, right? Right on cue. They pitched the swords, which is interesting. Tell it kind of like suggests maybe they have another one. Or like I, pretty sure they have another creature, right? Maybe it's just too dangerous to not to keep a hand without snuff out, right? Like that is entirely possible. We don't have much play for what it's worth. So if we lose this matchup, It's possible we just need to play Vendetta and just like I need a set that's the new normal, right? For now at least. The third Vendetta. Thank you for the follow, Sweet Goblin. Nice to have fellow tribal in the house here. 2, 3, 4, 5. Looks like a Solitude is on the way. Perhaps, right? This is like a test, I guess, for Solitude. Okay, so they had Priest. That's kind of annoying. Nope. I think we will exile the Arbor. I Priest is kind of unfortunate here. I wanted the natural order the next turn, but it looks like we're gonna have to get a Grist instead. I didn't feel like. Sure. I think that Priest might have just done us in. Yeah, Priest is like kind of annoying. Normally we can beat it. I'm not sure we can beat it like under pressure too. We can beat a Priest normally. I'm not sure we can beat it right now. Is the thing. Not to mention they have like their shenanigans up. It's like tough when they have mana up. Oh, that's pretty good. We're gonna go to 7 here. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It does. It does. It does. Go to 6. So let's see what happens. I guess. I think we. There is a. I think there is a chance that we're supposed to. If we get the hoof here, they have to block, but if there's solitude. I think we just lose, right? Outright, or let me see. Well, we steal the initiative for one. The problem is if they have solitude. I feel like we kind of have to just like. So if they don't have anything here, then we force the block on the thing. So I think we have to, yeah. Hey, Death Not Oz. I feel like it has to kind of be this, like given how far behind we are. Like the priest kind of like really messed things up for us. So they're gonna solitude, kill the priest. We gain some life. Uh, it's probably over. They should not block. They're playing pretty terribly too, to be honest. But we can't punish, unfortunately. Sure. Yeah, so I think we lose anyways, right? Like they can like blink the solitude. We attack one, but we can't race in time. Even we got the progenitors. We really got done in by the priest, unfortunately. Back to Cyberpunk. I assume Reanimate fell short eventually. The problem is it's not really disruption on its own, right? I don't want to play cards that need other cards to be good. If that makes sense. I mean, you can like blow out your opponent like sometimes, but like in this situation, we would have had no targets, right? Our opponent typed more than two. I don't even know what they're asking. They thought we had three arbors or something. I don't know. I confused myself. So if we had not done it that way, they could have solitude. If we got a progenitus, for instance, right? They could have solitude our thing, and then blink it. I think we still lose. Actually, maybe not. There, I gotta watch that again. There is a chance that the progenitus gets there in 2 turns. I mean, it has been 2 turns, right? So I will, of course, take the easy way out and blame Twitch chat for telling me to take the hoof play there. I think actually snuff out for the suicide. I think we're dead now. Right, because we could have been able to potentially attack through there. Granted, they would still had another solitude, but still. My gut feeling tells me we should have got progenitors though. It's really rough not to open removal in this matchup. Possible we should have just. And it's exacerbated against like less experienced players too that just kind of keep really aggressive hands. See, this is the killer, right? Like they have 5 mana, and we just like assumed that it's solitude, and it probably was. It just so happened that they had the containment priest. Like I think one card. They kind of already realized it, right? Like the challenge, the showcase challenge list. There's 4 snuff out in the Delver list that won, right? Oof. And then I saw a tweet today from an initiative player splashing black just for snuff out. I don't think I can keep this. As much as tempted as I am. Shouldn't stuff get worse the more it's played? Depends what you mean by that. Like, care to elaborate? Like how worse in what way? Because people don't see it coming. I mean, that's the case with any card, right? But that's the thing though, like the Delver player splash black with only for snuff out, right? There's no other black creatures. So we actually kind of have a trump in the sense that that is obnoxious. Actually, that I just remember. I'm supposed to play the third Bayou like for testing reasons today. So that is a mistake. Although we did luck sack ourselves here into the free dork. I kind of disagree with that. Agonized Coma. I think Reclaimer is the best creature in the deck. Although I know what you mean. It's the best creature if you untap with it. I think Artisan definitely is. Once you have it on board, it's better. But yeah, I know what you're referring to. I personally have Artisan as the second best creature in the deck. Only because it's 2 mana, right? Like that's twice as much as one. Definitely ramping. The question here becomes into what? I think we turn on the snuff out probably pretty soon. We don't have a better player. I could play the Arbor, but I don't think 3 mana does anything the next turn. Yeah, Dorks are pretty busted too, and low key might be better than, to be honest, the Artisan. Like I think Reclaimer is by far one. I think 2 and 3 is like close between Landlord Elves and Fiend Artisan. Like they kind of like go together too, right? Like part of the reason why Fiend Artisan works in this kind of deck is because Dorks help a lot to power it out and to pitch. That is a obscene card right now. Kind of wish. Actually, it wouldn't have mattered, right? Like. Fair enough. Agonized Coma. That is a valid take. Oh shoot! Oh my god! That is really sloppy of me. I think our only chance here is to have them slip up. I think have them attack with the jailer, feel like they're safe, and then go for the snuff out. We like botched that big time with blowing the green sun. Don't tell me that's another jailer. That's probably even worse. Actually, that's not. There's no way that's worse than jailer right now. I have to fade and remove a spell right now. Yeah. So I'm trying to think how we win. Right. We gotta have to hope that they attack, get greedy, so to speak. Sure. And then now we attack and hopefully steal the initiative. We get blown out by Ephemerate. I don't think I'm allowed to play around Ephemerate right now. Oh, they have it. Sad life. Sad life. This is a card I have yet to beat. Actually, that's not true. I think I might have stolen it one game. The problem is like when you're on the draw, like it just snowballs out of control. I have not beaten Jailer outside like I think like 1 or 2 matches out of this deck. It's to me it's more problematic than like any of their other hands, right? Like it's just it because it's removal too. Yeah, I've had a lot of problems against this card. Yeah, yeah, for sure. The problem is I can't play defense too, right? It can like if that were like a white plume, I feel fine. It's the problem is I'm on the draw. Like they like killed my creature. I can't get it back. It's just a nightmare. I think we're just dead on board to be honest. If we start 0-2, I think I may have to edit the deck and drop and edit the deck because there are fundamental building flaws. All right. What just happened right now? Oh, sure. Uh, hey, Straz Daddy, thank you for the raid. Here are my socials for those of you who are curious. Like, if we end up losing this match here, I definitely think we have to like drop and add third Vendetta back because, granted, we didn't even draw it the other turn, but it's just like removal is too important. Yes, definitely Straz Daddy. Yeah, this card is a poor man or woman's snuff out, but snuff out, in my opinion, is the best removal right now in Legacy. So even a poor version of that is probably still okay. Fart dot deck. What is fart dot deck? Oh sure. Don't say that to McWinsauce here in the chat. He for those who don't know, Tom White here won the challenge. I want to say, let me like, I definitely was in Vegas at the time. So I don't remember which weekend it was. I I think it was 2 weekends ago. Not this past weekend, but the weekend before. So I know this because I'm friends with Adriano so strong, and he definitely updated me on that because they're friends, right? All right, I think this is fine. If we do lose this match, I think that is an indictment that we need to play the third copy, right? Like, I'm trying to like, here I am trying to like, what is it called? Address the storm matchup, and then suddenly I can't. I don't want to give up the initiative matchup again. Uh, yeah, that's fair enough. Tom, I can see why you say that. Am I fully off BFF? I am. So for those who don't know what BFF is, it stands for Best Friends Forever. But in the context of elves, that's Wirewood and Elvish Visionary. One good thing out of the initiative deck is it's forced me to cut all the bad cards in the deck. And as painful as it is for me to say, I think those are some of the bad cards in the deck. Like, why draw cards when you just kill your opponent? Right? Like, also with Gris, with the printing of Gris and just playing the second copy, how many times are your opponent gonna beat a Gris? Like if you essentially untap with Gris and Phenar, is it like I don't think they can, right? Keep. Oh, we have to put two back. Ugh, that's dicier. Yeah, yeah. A lot of people are upset with me. I keep cutting all the fun cards, so to speak. But I do not think that is one of the better cards that left now, right, in the deck. Uh, I think we're gonna play towards the natural order, right? Based on the hand that we're given here. They're probably gonna just like, they're probably just if I were to guess, curve removal the first few turns, and we're just gonna like, our hand is pretty much all in on progenitors here. Yes, there is a new BFF in town, and that's it's not even a BFF. It's almost like Stoneforge Mystic, right? Like your artisan gets the Gris, right? Just like your Stoneforge Mystic gets Cauldron Complete or before Batter Skull, right? Don't priest me, please. This looks like it's gonna be white plume. Sure. So they vomited their hand. I think that's like one of the less scary. Like to me, when they have more cards in hand, is when I'm scared. I think if they just like run everything out turn one, I'm like less scared. Like at least given this kind of hand, right? Like we're all in on Progenitors from this point. Like I've already committed to it. Yeah, yeah, for sure. The one thing that has been really nice, in my opinion, is the initiative has forced me to innovate in a way that I probably wouldn't have. For those who don't know, the weekend initiative came out. This list finished second and first place. Like, and the second place was to initiative, right? I didn't feel like I needed to innovate because I just felt like I know this is gonna tilt Delver players. I felt like we were playing the best deck in the format, right? Like the problem is not everybody can play this deck. That's the other thing, right? Yeah, so that was one fatal flaw too, right? Like, why draw cards when you could just dork every turn and then like execute your game plan, right? So we're just gonna ignore, take the 5. It's definitely gonna tilt. I think Delver players. Me saying that. Sure. So we go to 8, I guess. Probably not. The like we can only take so much life, right? I don't think it's worth it for us to like be a liability if that makes sense. The upside of Shadow. All right, they are tapped out, so that maybe changes things. Especially if we draw a Cradle here. Ugh, wrong time to draw this card. Maybe we do have to play Vendetta then. All right. Let's see. If we natural order right now, we attack, and then they attack us back on the crackback. I think that's pretty bad, right? They go to archives. I do think because we have to board this in, is misbuilt. If we hoof here, like I said, we have to hoof. So if we hoof here, that's gonna be +9. Take the initiative. They attack both. They take back the initiative. So actually, they're gonna throne. So that is a problem. Yeah, I think we have to do that. Also, this gives us a back door in case we top deck natural order too. If we hope we're just out of luck, right? And this, costing us a game might have been a blessing in disguise. We can quickly drop and then restart the league with the better list. Interesting. They're doing that. They probably have a blink effect, if I were to guess. No, never mind. Very curious attack. Thank you for the raid, Justin. Appreciate it. my socials again for everybody coming from Justin's chat. The deck is misbuilt, but like I don't. This card has just not been good, right? What is going on here? Is that a mind sensor? Sure. Welcome everybody from Justin's chat. Hope Justin you had a good stream. For those who are, yeah, we missed. That's okay. For those who don't know Justin, that were watching on my chat before, he is, in my opinion at least, the person I trust the most when it comes to metagame results. And also Justin, for those who don't know you, is did the vintage version of what I did, which is win the showcase qualifier in 2020. And then was the vintage representative, right, for the Magic Online Championship. Yes. Also, Justin himself is also the alongside with me, but he deserves more credit because he actually played more leagues. The inventor of the Fiend Artisan version of this deck, and the what's it called, and the oh, I have some guests. Oh, this is my neighbor. I think we block. Let's see. Okay, so they have Ballista. I'm glad I blocked, right? Because Ballista could just. Hmm. So I will be attacking, and I might attack with more than one creature to play around. I don't think they bring in Blessed Alliance against me. It depends. Also, the return of Aiden mindset is some nonsense. It kind of is. It's the white opposition agent, right? Like significantly worse, but still playable. Sure. Don't think we're gonna play around the Blessed Alliance. I'm gonna dare them to have it. Yeah, swords themselves is possible. Uh, I think we will bash and then see what they do. Right, like they have chump blocks for the solitude themselves. Okay, sure, that's another possibility. Oh, I just realized Dungeoneer is a 6/7. That's a problem. Sure. So unfortunately, this not being the vendetta really did cost us a game, right? Choose two targets. Actually, what's going on? Lost Well or Forge. Oh, it doesn't matter. We're gonna die to the engineer right now. I apologize. I am a little bit distracted at the moment. This is what I get, right? Mulligan. Sorry, bottom. This is exactly what I get for trying to trim one card against the matchup and suddenly have to bring in the Force of Vigor and it's trash. Fortunately, unfortunately. So they have 8 damage actually here, so we're dead anyways. Um, Progetta's getting outraced here is kind of annoying. Right, like we could have. I think Vendetta is way better. Because it's good against Delver too. So I think here we probably misboarded. I'm not misboarded. Misbuilt the deck. Like here I'm trying to like get by on the slimmest of margins and immediately punish, right? Granted, they could have main phase assault to it, I guess. Like that is a thing. Alright. We are dead. And again, me trying to sneak in extra sideboard cards for Storm, now costing me the match. Let's go ahead and just drop. I guess I don't want to like, go into the O2 like play against Belcher bracket. All right. Let's build this correctly. Add that back. Cut the last ley line. Or one more ley line, and then just like have the spread out. Trifecta one of each, right? Just like screw up people's sideboarding against us. Um, I think the main deck is probably fine. If we really want to hedge, like maybe we even cut a dork, play a fifth removal spell. I just think it's too much, right? All right, let's try this. All right, we ran out of point. Actually, that's fun for everyone. Now I get to open chess. We can, yeah. Did you mention that, Wally? I think you are right then. Oh, there you go. Always open, right? 125. Bingo. Hey, Romario, how's it going? You want to hop on, Romario, or you good here in the Twitch chat? Okay, sure, Romario. Let me cancel this for a second. I want to put Romario on here. Actually, are you on Discord right now, Romario? Guy's Blessing is for Painter, but I also bring it in against the blue decks. It like completely flips the Painter matchup for one card, in my opinion. I don't think I take that back. After the first match where I misplayed against my opponent, since then I have not lost the Painter out of like 6 tries or whatever. I think it is a matchup redefining card. I misplayed the first match because I drew it and I should have main phase the endurance to put it back in the library, and then my opponent boarded in or kept in red blast and targeted it. So that was a misplay on my behalf. All right, let me I'm trying to get a hold of Romario here. Sorry. Mhm. No, so agonized coma. It puts Euro away, or it what does it call it? It puts Euro away, or it takes away delirium from DRC, or keeps them off. It keeps them off Murktide as well, right? It does a couple different things. It's like graveyard hate. I'm calling you right now on Discord, Romario.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Perfect.
Sweet.
Can you see my screen?
Yeah, I can see his screen.
Cool. I guess we can start, man. How's it going?
Pretty good. Oh, let me put my guitar away.
Yeah, Endurance 5 is probably a better way to put it, right? It draws a card. I've liked it a lot, right? Like, I'd rather play the minimum I can against Delver and get away with it.
What does your list look like now?
I'll bring it up.
Oh,
We changed one card right now because, like, that's what I get. I'm trying to squeeze one card out of the sideboard for, more Storm hate or combo hate, and then I got punished immediately after keeping the Force of Vigor against Initiative, which is not good.
mhm.
The mapping against Delver is take out the natural order package and bring in all the graveyard and well, not all, I guess. Bring in endurance and bring in the any other removal.
Oh, by the way, hold on. Open your OBS first, because they might not be able to hear me.
I think they probably can. Hey, can
Okay.
everybody hear Romario?
Oh, okay, cool, cool. Never
Yeah,
mind
I
then.
think it's because I changed my settings.
Okay.
Romario, it's like less ghetto now. I figured out what to do.
So let's get it.
All right. Because we have the grist, I think we just like lead with swamp turn one. I guess. Argument to be made. We can lead with the basic to be safe, but
How did the last league go? I only watch a little bit of the White Initiative deck.
we all went 0-2, but to be fair, part of that was me being greedy, trying to like squeeze in one more sideboard slot for graveyard combo, and got punished because we drew the one card we had to board it otherwise, and it was bad, which is a Force of
Ah,
Vigor.
okay. Gotcha.
Sure.
Yeah, expected. I think if they're playing the new list that plays the Force Knockouts in Delver,
Uh huh.
I think you kind of favor it there because they don't play any sweepers at all.
I think we were favored regardless, but
I think so. Okay.
yeah, I do. Hear me out. Why? Um, I don't think ever since we moved Snuff Out to the main deck that they can beat Snuff Out and Artisan. It's just too much to power through, and we don't have any air anymore, right? We just took out all the draw cards.
Okay.
Like we're really a tempo deck in disguise.
Huh.
Like look how far behind our opponent is already, right? Like they've done nothing, and we have four permanents in play.
Right.
Also, this card is just completely broke. I think is right now the best removal in the game, and I don't think it's really close too, right? Like one mana is infinitely more than zero.
Yes. Yes.
Like literally mathematically is infinitely more.
Yeah, and this yeah, that is true.
Interesting. Oops. Let's see if they do anything here.
Man.
Nice.
Oh man,
I know. We just have it all, right?
this is not even fair.
I know it's not. I think the game's already over.
I don't think you need to hoof there, Joff.
Yeah, I think we just get Progenitor. They cannot beat it, right? We have backup too, right?
Yeah, yeah. If they don't have any creatures on the board, like what are they gonna do?
Right. Like we're way ahead, right?
You still like to cut all the whole. Hold on.
Hold on, give me 1 second. My neighbor's here right now. Hey Dan, I mean Don. Sorry, I'm streaming right now. Thank you though for stopping by. I'm literally on the air right now.
How old is your neighbor?
Huh? He's retired.
Does he know what streaming is?
You know he knows what it is, but he came by to just say
Okay.
hi. So
I don't know. I'm just saying. I'm streaming. Your neighbor's like, what streaming? I don't know. That's my old man's voice. I don't know.
all right. I think here we just take the Caracas. It's just too bad to draw, right? I don't want to have to rely on Reclaimer to like filter it out, if that makes sense.
Okay.
For those, it was just asked earlier. How do I board against Delver? This is how I board, right? You just board in all the removal. You have all good cards. This matchup, I think, is like at least 60-40 us now, right? At least.
I mean, it should be definitely be favorable.
Yeah. And anybody who says they're not, I'll money match anybody. It doesn't matter who.
Ooh, you heard it here first.
And
New
I'll
little
give
money
you
match.
60-40 odds too.
Oof. Okay. You got the red card. Oh, it's Curran. How you doing, Curran? I was streaming earlier today, and someone that was in the stream said they're from Portland, and I was like, "Oh, do you know Curran?" And they're like, "Oh, of course." He's the chillest person I've ever met. I was like, "That is in fact true. I met Curran. He's the chillest person I've ever met too." Uh, Curran, I didn't ask her name because it was like, I mean, it wasn't like there was a lot of people. There was like at least like 40 people in the channel, so like I didn't.
there,
Um,
there is a chance I'm supposed to just go turn one basic
oh,
first because they're playing what is going on
no, I was just answering Curran because they said no. If I no, they said you're the chilliest. Like you're
here?
chill. They didn't say anything bad about you, and I said like, yeah, he is pretty chill. Yeah, they were complimenting you.
That was actually an idea that I had, by the way. I was just gonna post what I think the percentages are against certain matchups, and then those are the odds, and whoever wants to play me can, right? Just for better practice.
Yeah,
Obviously,
I
I'm
am
gonna
gonna.
put something like oops all spells. I'm gonna have it at like
No, but are you money matching like against Delver? Is it specifically? Is that what you're saying?
no. I would money match anybody. I don't really care, right? It's just for fun, anyways.
Okay. All right, we're gonna money match. I'll bring Belcher.
I think here. Let's do this.
Is the mirror match even or worse than even based on skill difference?
Are you talking about true money match or pseudo money? Sorry, not true. True mirror or pseudo mirror?
I was about to say like it's like Nettle versus
I think Neto
this
is
version.
heavily disfavored against us.
Oh, really? Now it is.
Yeah, and you know why?
Oh,
There's a card we play they cannot beat.
what is it?
It's Plague Engineer,
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
and not to mention we have main deck snuff outs. Like I think it's at least 70-30 in our favor.
You said you're gonna money mention like two people already are coming up like some bizarre
I guess that's the
matchups.
easy way to like stream, right? Just say you'll money match anybody, and then people start playing.
Yeah, there you go. To stack. I mean, Curran said he'll money match with the Epic Gamble. Mike said he'll money match with Ley Lines.
All
Okay.
right.
I said Belcher, so it's like
What are we doing here? They brainstorm lock themselves.
you just guess the griefs, right?
Yeah, I think we just like tick up, right?
Yeah, yeah. This game is over now.
I also think it's over right now.
I mean, we can keep playing, of course, but uh, Oh, Newton versus Reed Duke. Oh, I would like to see that.
Yeah, I'll do that. Reek's down for it. I know Reek's a busy guy.
Oh, I bought two Llanera Elves last weekend.
Oh,
I
nice.
mean, not Llanera Elves. I'm sorry. Rofellos.
Fellas, is this for EDH or what is this for?
It's for pre-modern, but it's not a good card in pre-modern. I just want to play because it's nostalgia.
Although to be fair, I don't know how interesting it is to be also like a mirror.
Yeah, I find most mirrors not to be that entertaining
Yeah,
actually.
yeah, yeah. That's like the problem, right? Uh,
Banned in EDH. I didn't know that. There was a nice comment. There was an old deck called Trinity Green. They used to play Rofellos, Gaia's Cradle, and Tangle Wire. It was kind of a deck it was like a temple deck, really, actually. But
all right,
it's not very good. But I want to try to play in pre-modern 1 point.
think we're gonna go ahead and bash with the insect, right?
Uh,
I mean,
are you just
we're gonna
gonna?
double endurance, right? We're gonna endurance mains phase. If they do something in response and force, and then we do it again, right?
Isn't it better to just do one right, like an upkeep?
Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Did I say main phase or did I say upkeep? I meant to say upkeep, and then let's see if they respond to that.
Right, right. Yeah, because I try
What
to
happened?
bolt your Shepherd EOT.
Say that. Sorry, I'm like talking to you and whatever at the same time.
Oh, I thought they might try to bolt your Shepherd at the end of the turn, but they didn't. So
Yeah, I think they suspect that I'm holding up endurance, so they're gonna maybe bolt and force.
right. Oh, DMK. Yes, that's exactly the deck I was. So I have. Yeah, I bought Plow Unders. I found 3 Sky Shroud Poachers for like kind of cheap, so I bought those two, and I have the Hermits. Yeah,
Nice.
it was an awesome deck to play back in the tail end of like the 90s.
Is Plow Under in the pre-modern deck or no?
There isn't a Trinity deck. It's just something I'm gonna build,
Gotcha.
but if you play locally, it's probably fine. Like no, now if you take it to an event that's people actually trying to win, then it's not very good. Because
Mm-hmm.
oh shit, I think you might want to make me on a first, right? Well, I guess you
Well,
can.
let's
I
let
mean,
them survey
yeah,
first, right?
yeah, yeah. Massacre, yeah, Massacre with Gaia's Crit and play. It's pretty nasty.
Yeah, Masticore is quite a card.
The only relevant Massacre ever printed. I think you make me an hour, right?
Yeah, 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 for sure.
Can you
And-
just cast it out too?
No, I don't think so. We see if this endurance. Like they may force it. Or
That's
something,
right.
I
That's
don't know.
right.
Yeah. See, we
Aha.
Okay. I mean, I think to be honest, I think this game is already over. Like we've already won, like straight up.
Yeah, yeah. Premodern Elves looks. Yeah. The one with survival, it's probably the best deck in the format. Actually, I don't own survivals, Joff.
All right.
I can buy the gold boarding ones, but no.
Romar, I'm gonna be real quick. I'm gonna use the restroom and I'll be right back. But to
sorry.
tilt Delver players who are listening to me right now, this is a buy now, right?
Ooh. Okay. Joff in a way. Yeah. So like I don't own survivals anymore. So like I haven't played it in pre-modern, like the good version. I built like a different pre-modern deck that played elves, but the stock list is very, very strong. Ola Rod plays it all the time, like online and webcam matches. I almost killed into ley lines and just that's mistake too. Mike, that's funny. If you do it, oh man, that'll be hilarious. If Survival's unbanned, would oh man, Gunnice call me probably have to ask Newton that, but I actually don't know if it would go well like in Legacy Elves. It'd probably be a different deck. Yeah, I would like to survivals, but if you buy the gold border ones, they're not as expensive. And pre-modern, they don't care like what art you use as long as you have the cards, I guess. Then you might just play like no proxy events at 1.2, but yeah, but buy real survivals to play pre-modern doesn't seem like a good investment. It's extremely expensive for a casual format. As I think last time I checked, the gold border survivals like from the world champion decks they're like about $20. So you just buy the Judge's Gift for 150 each. But Zach probably tried to make some opposition. Oh yeah, opposition is. I saw someone playing the other day. Let's see. Flintstone Cups.
I
Okay.
just saw Mike's thing about ley lines.
I hope he kills into you. Bind. Well, Bind is an interesting one.
Bind. Yeah, that is a card
It's
that.
the, it's
Go
the
ahead.
Green Stifle.
Well, there's the better one, right? Like the what is the shoot? It's like double green, and it's really the green stifle. I forgot what it's
Oh
called.
really?
Huh?
Huh? I don't know what that one's called.
Okay. Mike is telling me to look at the Discord. What is going on here? I see Orum's chant. Oh, Mike really is playing ley lines in his league. That is hilarious.
Hold on. Discord. Is that something I can see or?
No, he just sent it to me.
Ah, okay.
I'm sure he can just send it to you too, but yeah, he just sent it to me right now. Essentially, it was a screenshot of him. I'll bring it up.
That's funny. Oh, hold on. I might have to play the.
He's
deck.
playing the ley lines deck. This is the. This is
Oh,
pretty
that's funny.
hilarious.
Oh, and you want to? Wow, amazing.
If I were to guess, it was probably off the back of this ley line of sanctity, right? I don't know. He's probably playing some combo deck.
That's the thing with ley lines, right? You might win games just because you have freaking ley line of the void in your main deck or
Right.
Ley Line of Sanctity.
I think we have to mulligan this.
Oh, we got paired against Harry.
We did, yeah. Oof. Keep, I guess. I don't know.
It seems okay.
It doesn't have a one drop. Is my main concern, but I think the oof is probably bad.
You don't think that's too many lands?
They're usually a Maverick, so
Okay. Do you snuff all that or you save it for night?
I probably snuff out that. I think.
Can't remember the
full
binder
mana
score.
through them, yeah. Huh?
No, I was just answering the chat. DMK, yeah, but if you put it together, like I'll play matches with you, or I can direct you to the right Discord server. Oh, wasteland.
Unfortunately, we drew the hoof, which is just a disaster.
It's always not a good thing. Oh, cool. How many Bayous are you playing?
Oh shoot, that was a change I was
two.
supposed to make. Now I forgot again. I'm supposed to play the third one to test it.
Because of all the snuff outs?
Not quite. It's because of
Okay.
the vendetta, really. Right? Technically, you can get away with two, but it's just a lot of more mental work.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not sure it's worth it over a long tournament to like subject yourself to that.
Man, oh, that's not good news.
Not at all.
The Delver list is only playing one Underground Sea, which is crazy to me.
I think it's because they don't expect the people. It's because they're gonna snuff out and like, essentially it is what it is. You know what I mean?
I don't know. Like, seems kind of super shaky. I mean, I played a league today. I went 5-0 with that deck, and not once like no, that was an issue, but I could definitely see it being an issue sometimes.
Mm-hmm. I think we
This might be-
probably lost. Don't think we're beating that.
Oh, it's Mike sent me the same screenshot. Oh my gosh, Mike's sideboard is also a work of art there. I saw a little bit. Jesus Christ. Okay. You mean bad artisan?
I mean, they're beating us right now, and I think we're gonna lose this game to be honest. Like, cause we drew the wrong
yeah.
cards.
Man, this is like 2011 Magic.
It really is, right? It's like clean, fair magic here.
There's a GTA beating elves, like. Yeah,
I'm
Mike,
pretty
good
sure
job
we're
now. It means
dead.
that we have like 100% win rate. That's how it works in Magic.
Actually, because it was Harry. What am I thinking? Don't they normally play GTA? Or maybe they don't.
I don't know. I got paired against them a few times, but I don't remember to be
Maybe
honest.
I
I've
should
been
have kept
playing
the what is it called? Maybe I should get the collective that I bought him. What is a 3? That's probably Knight? No,
Developer.
Gris?
Oh, Chris.
Sure.
Oh, I think we're about to enter this phase.
Yeah, let's do that. Especially with a guest here, a co-host in Romario. I'm not gonna waste people's time.
No, but honestly, I don't think was that a way to get out of that one. Seems like really, really hard.
I'm pretty sure we're dead, too. We're gonna board it in like, the
The removal.
vendettas. Uh, do they have Teague? Probably not, but you never know.
They did play T against me the other day.
Oh, they did. Okay.
You know how I know?
How?
I don't remember what deck. Oh, I was playing Shadow and I could not cast my snuff out. I remember,
That is
I remember that
awkward.
happening. Yes, I don't know if it was Harry, but it's somebody playing Maverick the other day.
Oh wow.
Did that to me.
Do we want Plague Engineer? It's probably better than Shepherd. It's got to be, right?
Now, see, Mike can remember. Yeah, I think it was like his list actually that I was playing that Shadow.
Yeah, it is a. Who said black fair black wasn't good anymore? Snuff out in every deck right now.
I know. Literally.
Go ahead.
I said literally. Even Delver.
Speaking of which, Romario here. Since we're on the topic, question whether we were the first ones to.
Oh,
Actually,
Lord. I didn't question, but sure.
Question whether we were the first ones to invent 4 snuff outs in this deck, and Romario was blown away when I showed him the sideboard. Right, this full scam sideboard.
The reanimates and the griefs like really surprised me. I did not
Think it was-
remember seeing that before.
Oh,
That is something else.
is it good? Probably not, but it was fun.
Higher MTG. Good evening.
I think we just ramp here.
Seems like the right choice, right?
Yeah, we have like a million removal.
And data. Wow. That's from Masks, right?
It is.
I remember that card. Yeah, man. I felt very boomer when that card got reprinted. I was playing a draft,
Uh
and it was a much younger person sitting across the table from me. I was like, "Oh, cool, it's a reprint." They're like, "Huh?" I was like, "Yeah, it's a reprint."
huh.
They didn't know.
All right.
Right on time.
I know, right? One turn late. You just gotta hit land drops. I think we'll be fine.
Yeah.
Sure.
Ooh, okay. Are you Vendetta this thing, or you want to like Once Upon a Time and then snuff out?
I'm probably gonna be Once Upon a Time, and then we don't have to do snuff out yet. There's like no rush, right?
Sure.
Uh, ooh. I feel like we get the fetch.
Yeah, seems better.
Yeah. That, a
Oh, that's
card that
good
does
pickup.
nothing.
I mean, not now. Oh, don't you want to kill? Oh, did they get Jita?
Yeah, they did.
Okay.
I'm trying to think. What do we board out here? I don't think any of these cards would have mattered, so it's fine. Like maybe the bog as another land That's like pretty loose still. It might be better than engineering. What do you think?
Mm, I no, I like engineer.
You like engineering more than the bog?
I think so.
It only hits the dorks, right? But maybe that's okay.
Yeah. I mean, they sometimes they play same like card the 1/1 flyer that has pro blue.
Oh, sure, sure.
And I know it doesn't seem like it's that much, but that card is actually pretty good in the deck. Vendetta. Ooh.
I don't think we get Arbor only for it to die here. Yeah, that's fine.
I mean, you could just you didn't want to just play engineer.
No,
Okay.
because we can't even pitch it to natural order, right? Like, I think we just want to play maybe their dork and then kill it, if need be.
Mhm.
Teague, sure.
Vendetta, that one too.
Oops. Actually, that was a mistake on both our behalves.
Oh, they just have 6.
We also blindly did that too. Like, so we both misplayed.
Oh wow.
Better lucky than good, I guess.
Is this the last by you, right?
Yeah, this is the last bayou, so we have no choice now, right?
Right.
I do think we should probably play the third bayou, right? It keeps coming up where it's just like right on razor's edge, whether we're gonna
I think
like
if you're playing that much, yeah, I think if you're playing that many black cards, maybe you do need to have it.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, for the longest time I didn't want to because I'm a big, on fetch lands.
Mhm.
All right, we snuffed that out. Teague actually gets a lot better now that I think about it because of snuff out meta game. Mm, Progenitus.
They just swing now.
Yeah, and see what they do. We definitely got lucky. We misplayed, but they F6, so
Okay, guess you. What is a creature that you can gain? I guess you just get Oof here, right?
I think so.
Makes sense.
Actually, Arbor is like reasonable too, right? So we can natural order.
Or
Actually, well, they can get a GT, so yeah, maybe not.
actually, word off the what we call the insect.
What do you mean the insect?
Like one of the grist. Is that insect? One of the grist creatures.
Oh, they're insects, yeah.
I was gonna say germ, but yeah, insect.
There's an argument to me I should have got a dork too.
Just for mana.
Yeah, so we can get the natural order next turn.
I mean, uh,
Ugh, okay.
okay, yeah, I guess that kind of sucks a little.
It does,
At
yeah.
least they can't make a token right now.
Oh, thank.
There you go.
Oh my god! I just realized the problem that we have.
What happened?
We can't natural order yet.
You can't.
Nah, it's that we don't have another fetchable that's untapped.
You don't.
No, one Bayou's in the yard already. Okay, we gotta play 3 Bayou. This keeps coming up.
Oh no, you only have
We have. That's what I'm saying. This has to be an arbor.
Oh shoot! I thought you had another land you could fetch.
Yeah. Unfortunately not.
Why don't you just play your play engineer, kill their play engineer, and attack?
Interesting. If they have removal, then we're
It's
screwed.
still the
Huh?
the initiative too. I don't know. I don't know if that's good, but it's a play.
Sure. It's a thing, I guess.
Yeah,
Dryad, I guess.
yeah.
It doesn't really matter.
Because you don't want to sack the
The oof, right?
yeah.
We don't even have any fetchables. That's the problem.
You don't have arbor either, right?
We have an arbor left.
Okay, okay.
But we don't have.
Oh wow.
This mana base is living on the edge in terms of like how many fetches I'm playing.
So they okay. You might want to fetch before they do that.
I will. I was gonna let them because they have to pass priority before they tutor, right?
Yes.
So I'm gonna do it if they Also, the GJ can just run away the game potentially, right? If I didn't get the collective.
You're right, right. What a king. Oh, that.
We got
Okay.
a fade removal, and they have a lot of it probably.
Yeah, probably. Oh, that's actually okay.
Lost well probably. I would imagine. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
Oh,
I
did you
always
just?
get lost well for whatever for what's worth in this
Oh
deck.
no. Oh, well.
Hello. So I think it's pretty straightforward what we get here. I think we
No, hold on. Do
what?
you want to draw the line of health? No, right?
No. So I want to mill it, right?
Right. That's what I'm saying. That,
Yeah,
that,
yeah.
that was my point. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you don't. That way you don't accidentally mill your whatever
Yeah.
creature you're trying to make for.
Right. No, I feel you on that. I think here we leave the blocker up just in case.
Okay.
We're gonna snuff out the knight. Like who cares, right? Like life is a resource.
Right.
Kind of like the attack. Interesting. If we attack there, I forget they had mana up. Did they? No, they were tapped out. If they attack there, let's see. That's 7 plus 13. I guess they have the block, but yeah, it doesn't matter. I guess.
Yeah. No, the progenitor is just too strong.
Yeah. All right. See if we can win
I
games.
maybe do want the box to have like another land too. I don't know.
I think the lands might be relevant. I think that's like one way we lose this matchup.
I think it's better than you don't like endurance against them at all.
No, not at all. Like, what does it do, right?
Makes knight smaller.
I don't think that's like winning the game or losing the game.
Okay.
All right. The question is, what are we cutting here? I just realized how susceptible we are to Teague.
Yes, I mean you have the vendetta though.
Yeah.
And you have Rockets too, so yeah, I wouldn't be too worried about it.
The problem is I don't want to cut any of these cards. You know what I mean? Maybe the Force of Vigor, but like, yeah, maybe that's the weakest card.
But force it. Well, no, they're playing sagas too.
Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah, if it was just the equipment, I can see that, but
If it's just equipment, I just ignore it. We have infinite removal.
yeah, you can try to kill it. Yeah, but yeah, maybe just keep it like that then.
Yeah.
Maybe you just don't have space for
For the bog, yeah.
yeah.
Okay, like on cue, we drew the Force of Vigor too.
Yeah.
So pretty clutch.
They're gonna kill your first creature.
They are, but it's not gonna change our play. I don't think.
No.
Like the
It's
problem is if you
gonna
don't play a creature, it's just so bad they don't have the removal.
right. No, you have to play it.
Yeah.
That's,
I think the scariest card out of them,
are you
besides
playing one of each, like one Elvish Mystic, one Lunar Elf, and one Finneborn Elf?
I played two of each now.
Oh, two of each. Okay.
Yeah. Just in case, they get annoyed Peacekeeper's a thing too.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Yeah.
It just occurred to me right now. They T right now. They shut off two of our cards.
Oh, the Force of Vigor.
No, the two
Oh, yeah,
green
and the
suns.
Greek Sun's that's good.
I feel like we have to do it, right?
Uh, Probably, I guess. Yeah, they only have 4 cards in hand, I guess. Yeah.
I think we have to. Are we pitching the oof or are we pitching the reclaimer? I would say probably the oof.
I mean, is it like you do have 2 Green Suns in it? So you could. Yeah, I don't know. It's tough.
I think green sun's just too good. Is the thing, right?
Yeah.
Otherwise, they draw, a million cards, right? I think we just like eat their silver library there,
Right.
and then now we're threatening Grist too. That is a valid argument, I guess. Yeah.
Teach Green Suns, especially since. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, they get
I
the
do that.
trigger, right? Oh no, I guess
Yeah.
not.
That's in the drop phase.
Yeah, I could have done it on their thing. I forgot when the timing was, but that's correct. I think here we had to take the knight off the board.
I agree.
I just realized we get blown out. That if they had snuff out, that's like a new thing potentially.
No, but they don't have black mana.
Yeah, yeah. If they had the Bayou is what I'm saying, or
Yeah.
Scrubland.
Mm-hmm. They're thinking.
I know that's a good sign. Well, maybe.
You're like, I have all these good cards in my hand. Which one I'm gonna play?
Ooh, okay.
That one.
Maybe we'll draw the snuff out here. That would be the best. Okay, we can't attack anyways. That is a pretty good one.
Oh, that's. Ooh. So just kill the big guy
Yeah.
and
Attack.
swing.
Yeah, see what they do.
Man. I. Sorry.
I think you agree we play the land there, right? Instead of trying to like disguise what we have.
Yeah.
Because I think getting the arbor could be relevant. I mean, they have the wasteland too, but it's just another thing for them to worry about. Sure.
No, not a grist.
Ooh,
It's a grist battle.
it is a grist battle.
Oh, that's a good draw.
It is. I guess the question here is, do we play around? They still don't have snuff out, so that's good. I think I'm gonna go Reclaimer to the Grist, and then the other two face. What do you think?
Yeah, yeah. And then play the Finaris on post combat.
Yeah, exactly. So they don't have information.
No, I did see it, Mike. I did see it. I was just trying not to break Newton's concentration here. I did see the screenshot. Looks hilarious actually.
Nice. All right, we got the initiative now.
Uh-huh.
Who's the captain now?
And you actually get to get a forest.
I know, right? Plus, and I just play out our hand, I guess. Yeah, we think we're a little bit ahead, but we'll see. Why not sack creature to kill Grist? I don't think that's worth it for us. I think we want to just plus develop our board. Like they have to like lose things every turn. Actually, you might be right. We might get to engineer our opponent here.
Because of their insects.
Yeah. Now that I think about it.
Yeah, I actually like that too.
Lost well.
Oh, you don't even have to search for it.
I know. Actually, we're gonna do the same thing.
Yeah, leave the lane on top. Yeah, so you can mill the Grist.
Oh, yeah. That's right. I did it right.
Yeah, Newton's not used to casting like ponders or anything that puts cards on top of your deck in any order. You don't have any. Oh, never mind. You don't play like Mask Vandal anymore, right?
Wait, say that again?
Mask Vandal.
No, I didn't. I stopped.
Okay.
All right. Question. All right.
Oh, they conceded.
Cha-ching!
Yay! Yeah, you had a hell of a board there.
Yeah, the deck is just all gas now, right? They're just like, who needs to draw cards when all your cards are good? Thank you for the follow, Fred, bro.
Fred, bro.
All right, good games, Harry. That you definitely got me that game one. Like you got me good there.
Natural Octopus Kamal.
And I actually felt bad, Harry. I misplayed game two, but you also yielded priority, so you couldn't Caracas your Teague. So that was pretty unfortunate.
Well, okay, it's not like you did it on purpose, too.
No. I wasn't trying to get him or anything. Obviously, I saw it too late.
Yeah, it's not like you try to fetch Wasteland and fetch land on the F6. Like, no.
Yeah. Actually, I had people do that to me.
It happened to me, too, but I'm saying in this case, it was like an honest mistake on both parts here, so.
Mm-hmm.
You have 8 trophies now. Wow. You're such a good gamer.
There are allegations that I have others more than 8, but I don't know where these allegations are coming from.
From you, baby?
Huh?
From you? From your neighbor? That doesn't know what streaming is, but he does apparently?
No, he knows what streaming is. I told him before. He's cool. I talked to him a lot about sports. I guess I'm his football guy too, because we talk a lot about NFL and I guess USC football because he's a local, right?
Yeah. That's what I talked to. My neighbor's the guy to my right. He's a retired like Vietnam vet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like that's mostly what we talk about football or. Well, I bought a smoker, so they would start talking about barbecue too. But
oh yeah, you told me you've been like going ham on that, right?
yeah, I mean not ham yet. No, I made some chicken. I made some ribs, and then I made some more chicken again, different types. And next one, I'm gonna try to make a brisket.
Oh, okay, that sounds good.
Yeah, I don't even feel like playing Magic on the weekends anymore. I just make meat.
Mm-hmm. Did we just play this person? I think this was the initiative player from.
Yeah, there was a person who played initiative when I was watching. Yes.
Yeah, we had 3 bad cards here, right?
That oof. Yeah, I mean, you get to put the progenitors back, I guess.
I guess. I mean, this is the problem, right? Like, I made a deal with the devil now, right? I'm playing Progenitus main, and it keeps popping up.
I mean, it's
Although,
part
to
of
be
playing.
fair, we beat Delver because of it, right?
Yeah, yeah. Well, I'm gonna put in my bingo card here. Fiend Artisan finds progenitors.
You know, I don't know. I don't know if you were there or not, Romano. My first ever stream with Fiend Artisan, actually, that happened. And I've never done it since. Actually, I've done it maybe once since, but which is kind of crazy.
That is crazy. Will Prog stay in the main deck as long as initiative is on top? That's a question for you.
I would guess yes. It's really good strategically. Answer Key Gaming. It's funny too because I was like sharing my screen with Mike because I was showing him an Inigo like they were watching me play and I paired it against Delver, and then afterwards Mike asked me, "Oh, why didn't you go for Progenitus game one when you had natural land and Shepherd protection?" And you know what my response was?
Mm.
I said it's been so long since I played main deck Progenitus, I forgot it was my deck, so I never even considered it.
It was in the deck, but you didn't even think about it.
Right, because it's been so long since I played it main, right?
Right, right.
A fetch land would be so good right now.
I mean, can't you just go grab Bayou the thing and that's it? Like,
We could, but then if they have snuff, I mean, if they have solitude, then it's not great, right? Because we only have one attacker.
I mean, you gotta kill that creature at one point, anyways, right?
That's true. That is true. We do have to kill that.
But yeah, no, if you draw a fetchland naturally is way better, of course.
Cradle is pretty decent, as mentioned.
Oh, there you go.
There you go. Yeah.
Asking shall receive.
Yeah. See, you're catching on. All right. We're gonna get this Dungeoneer off the board. I don't.
Now, which ones do you use to attack?
We gotta attack with two, right? If they have double solitude, then like they got us.
Do you just Shepherd and Mystic?
What?
No, I was gonna say, why don't you attack with Shepherd and Mystic? And keep Reclaimer back so you can go grab Cradle.
Oh, I see what you're saying. No, I want to play the Fiend Artisan. Actually, I messed up. You know what? Because we're gonna get the land anyway, so it was a free one.
No, but you can't. You can't play now. You already played your fetchland.
Oh, shoot, you're absolutely right.
So yes, you do grab the land, but you can't do anything with it.
I'm pulling a double explorer situation here.
Okay, I see the school of Alex Bertoncini.
I almost pulled I tried to pull a double explorer, right?
Whitelisted account. Ooh.
I know.
Yeah.
You know what it was? They saw we have 3 Vendetta, and that's automatic whitelist, right? 3 is the right number. 3 Shepherds, technically 3 sets of Landlord Elves, 3 Once Upon a Time, 3 Natural Order. 3 is the new playset.
It's a new playset.
Yeah, and now we don't have to bring in this trash card, right?
Vendetta. Yep.
A card I want to play 3 of, but I know I'm not going to, unless things really change, is 3 Gris. I think the curve is just too high.
I don't know if Collector Oof is very good here.
I think it's okay, right? Like it's better than the other
You
options.
don't think you have anything better?
I think it's better than Endurance, and I think it's better than Force of Vigor.
Okay. Well, I mean, Force of Vigor can hit the enchantment that they play sometimes.
Yeah, touch, but it's like
Yeah.
really high variance.
Correct, yeah. Okay. Just a thought.
Don't tell me they're chaliced. Romaro is on the line.
I am
Drewski
here.
90.
Yes. Drewski 90.
All right, so we have a chalice gamer here on the other side. They didn't board it out.
Huh. You know, just Once Upon a Time?
Oh yeah, you are right. What am I doing? I like brain farted there for a second. Now I'm getting punished. Like I could have played one of these, I guess.
Yeah, yeah.
Right now they have full information.
Yeah, but if you hit a shepherd, isn't it kind of cool?
No, no, you're absolutely right. What I'm saying is, if I sequenced it differently, then I play the Misty and they don't know about the Verdant. Is all. It's
Right.
a small technical error on my behalf. I feel like that's a mind sensor. 3 mana do nothing.
Okay, yeah, then just yeah. I like that too. There's no way they will keep a hand that doesn't have a.
We'll test it right now.
You can do it on their turn.
No, no, I want to cast the artisan though,
Oh, okay, gotcha.
right? Like I
No,
waited.
no, no.
I waited to my turn so that if they flash in response, I have the other fetch line. I'm gonna snuff out their mind sensor and then get this on the board, right?
Okay.
I did see the new Tivar. I don't think we have room, unfortunately. It's like pretty cool. Don't get me wrong.
I think the new Planeswalkers are all kind of garbage, to be honest. For Legacy, not for other formats, but for Legacy, I didn't see a single one that caught my attention.
Did you see the Tivar? I thought the Tivar was cool. I just don't think it's better than Gris. That's the problem.
Yeah, that's a.
That's a big problem.
I think that. Yeah. I think the one card I like from this set, but I don't know if it's gonna see play, is the white Bitter Blossom.
The white bitter blood. Which one's that one?
It's like it's got a lot of text because all the new cards have a lot of text. But basically, it's like one white and another is an enchantment, and every upkeep you lose a life and you make a token. It's an artifact, and they have toxic. And then when the opponent has 5 or 3 toxic, I forgot, then your creatures have lifelink.
Okay,
But-
say that again. I'm like trying to process and play at the same time.
Oh, okay. So it makes a token every turn, like every
Okay.
upkeep, like Bitter Blossom, you lose a life.
Uh-huh.
But the difference with this one is that the tokens are artifacts, and all of them have like toxic 1,
And how many mana is this?
2. It's just like a white Bitter Blossom, basically.
Gotcha, gotcha.
The one difference is that when the opponent has like 3 toxic counts, I guess, or infect, whatever,
Mm-hmm.
then your creatures have lifelink.
Gotcha.
So it's pretty good. I mean, it's like a white Bitter Blossom, basically.
Yeah. Makes sense. And you said it's 3 mana?
2 mana. It's just like Bitter Blossom.
Oh, it's just like the bitter. Okay.
Yeah. Well, it's not toxic thirsty. I think it's toxic, actually. Don't you just snuff out the thing?
I don't think we care.
You might, I guess. Surprised me that Chalice has been a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
You don't want to attack?
No, I feel like there's another one coming.
Yeah, they just snuff out.
I'm hoping they go for like touch the spear or something like that.
I mean, then you gotta do it now. Then why don't you just kill both of them? Because it's gonna get worse if they untap.
Yeah, that's true.
And then it becomes a game of chicken that you don't want to be.
Yeah,
Part of it.
especially since now I'm starting to get low on life.
Yeah. Oh no, they went for oof.
Yeah, surprisingly.
Wow. Okay, I didn't even see the
They didn't
target.
go for
I
the
just
card that actually wins the game.
I just assumed for the Phin Artisan.
yeah. They didn't go for the card that actually wins the game.
Wow.
Which is kind of crazy.
Okay. Oh, good.
I know, right?
Dun dun dun.
Don't tell me they have a third one though.
I mean, I don't think so. Just put it. Yeah, just put it.
Let's just go for it. Whatever. If we untap with this, we're winning. If they had it, they would have probably done it. I feel like there's no need to attack. Like,
You don't think at one point in damage is gonna matter?
no, I really don't. In this matchup, I think as long as we control the board, they can't win. Like, I don't think we actually have to kill them.
Yeah. I agree. It's so crazy how people came up with a 75 for this deck so fast.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, the core is like really broken. All right, what are they touching here?
what,
The wrong creature again.
what did you say again, Newton?
Huh?
What did you say again, Newton?
The touch.
What are they touching?
That's true. You got me there. You got me there. All right.
Do you sack to get another shepherd?
No, I don't think we care.
We don't care about this point.
Yeah, I really don't think we care. Like
Okay.
about Chalice.
If you kill Shep with Chalice Trick on the stack, Chalice can counter again.
Say that again.
No, I guess they're asking about the ruling. Like if they killed Shepherd with a Reclaimer on the stack, then Reclaimer would get countered, right?
Correct. It would.
Yeah. Because it would lose the ability, like, no, that prevents it from being countered.
All right. Now we really take over the game,
Now it's time to get Cradle.
and then get Gris. Yeah.
We have
Like
four
I don't know
cards.
why they prioritize the wrong creatures, in my opinion. And then we just keep one back, probably the Reclaimer, but let me think about that. Actually, yeah, the Reclaimer to protect, right? Because they have a flash.
Say what again?
right now.
I didn't hear what you said.
Oh, we keep the Reclaimer on board to protect the Gris, in case they have a flash creature.
Right, yeah. I mean, you can always snuff out too, but
Yeah, our Vendetta is sadly turned off.
yeah.
As funny as that is. I told Inigo because he was concerned about like people accidentally keeping Chalice and it being good against Vendetta. And I told him I've not yet lost one game when my opponent has kept in Chalice. Yeah, if
Let's
we
look at
lose, it'd be
mine.
horrible, right? And Inigo's watching.
Okay, are they trying to make angels? I don't know. It's playing human.
Jailer, right?
Oh, do they know that we have more creatures than they have on that side of the board?
I guess not. You're gonna hit probably maybe the insect token. I guess there's that. Right?
Yeah,
So
but-
we don't get anything back, but then
Okay.
maybe they have a solitude in hand as well.
I mean, okay.
So I think
I
we're
mean,
gonna
maybe
pluck-
it's like a Hail Mary that they're throwing, like,
I think so too.
oh, natural order. Oh, he's gonna pay for it?
Yeah, we're kind of low on life, right? But like, what are we getting also with the Green Sun?
I mean, you can get another shepherd. I don't know if that's good.
I could get another. Well, okay, we to go to 5. How are we really in danger? Like, I'm scared of like angels coming out of
think
nowhere.
so.
Right? 2, 3,
I
4,
don't think
5.
so.
Huh?
I don't think it. I mean, I guess they could make angels at one point. That would be kind of.
Let's see.
Because if they make angels, then you can't block them, and maybe just pay
I
full
think
retail.
we just do it safely, right? I don't. We're pretty ahead.
Yeah. And again, you're not gonna like Green Sun's in it for something that's gonna win the games. I think it's
The other thing we could do is like we just Green Sun for the other Gris, right? Like as emergency removal in case they try to angels like out of nowhere.
right.
Sure. And then we just draw now. I think the game's over.
Yeah, it is.
As bad as our hand is, Inigo can watch this hand and say, "Well, it doesn't matter. We beat Chalice anyways."
They need 2 more white. Oh, that's right. The angel thing is 3 to be white.
Oh,
Yeah, I
true,
forgot.
true.
It is very white intensive. What are they gonna play now? I don't think. Oh, okay.
I don't think it matters, but
No.
also they could try to. The other reason is they could try to go for trap, right? If we had not done it
Trap.
from the dungeon, deal 5.
Oh, yeah. That's true. I mean, it's gonna be kind of hard for them to do it before they die. Oh, it's just dead.
Yeah, now it really doesn't matter.
Oh no, are you gonna do it first?
Yeah. I was thinking about it. Like, do we try to mill on accident?
I don't think so. Because they're 11, right? They're just dead if you do that. Right? I think that's correct.
To
You can
just
probably
like
grease
natural
them.
order now, or you mean, right? Huh?
So, no, so you can probably grease on Zenith for something before. But
You can't because we're short mana otherwise.
you have 4 creatures. Never mind. You're right. Then I guess just natural order then.
Yeah, like we just YOLO. They don't have it.
Oh, no, make a creature, I guess. But,
Well, the creature doesn't matter yet, right?
yeah, they're just dead.
Yeah. All right. Not bad. The the Vendetta gods are with us today. Every single went up to 3 goblins. Monkeys.
All right, let me go on TCG Player real quick and buy some Vendettas.
All right. As this queues up, I'm gonna go ahead and get some water.
Okay. How much is a Fiend Artisan? Get your Fiend Artisans now, guys. They could have Mind Sensor. They could. That is true. Or Priest. They could have that too. Yes. But what are you gonna do? Are you gonna try to play around it? Like you can't. Like you just have to do it. Oh, we got paired against someone.
Why do we keep drawing?
One of the creatures you want to grease on, natural order for.
Yeah.
This is not a very good hand, is it?
No, I don't think so. I think there's no one drop. Like,
Actually, you know what? The more I see you playing, if you ever play pre-modern, don't play Elves, just play the Rock.
why is that?
Because that's kind of like what you're playing right now.
I think we have to keep because I don't want to go to 5.
Yeah.
This deck is pretty much like the Rock, to be fair.
Yeah, I'm going to give you some Recurring Nightmares and some Deranged Hermits for you to play.
I actually own Deranged Hermits already, I think. I have to check, though. Recurring Nightmare I might not have.
You'll have fun playing the Rock.
Oh, the Mirror, I think.
Oh.
Too bad we don't have the Swamp to snuff out there. Oh, my God.
Oh, man.
Let's do... Let's go attack. We're not going to block. I don't think.
Man. Yeah, you need to draw some kind of action next turn.
Yeah, so it is the Mirror.
Well, quote-unquote mirror.
It's the fake Mirror. The pseudo Mirror, I guess.
Yeah.